Charlie Sharp on 22 West Radio, and joining me this morning, it's Thomas Verrette. Good morning, Thomas. How's it going today?
It's going fantastic. Thanks for having me.
All right. And Thomas has a brand new film called Zero Gravity. And this is a special film because, we sort of went through the space race once, but nobody knows there's another space race and it involves satellites. I mean, who knew these things are like part of our lives every day? And Thomas put together a film. Tell me about it, Thomas, because it's a great little movie.
Thank you. Zero Gravity. It's a feature documentary about a diverse group of middle school students who go on the journey of a lifetime when they join a nationwide competition to code satellites aboard the International Space Station.
So what was like for you working with these folks? I mean, they look so excited when they're putting this stuff together. And I wasn't a math kid, but I had some friends were. And this is a big deal when you're in that world, right?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I wasn't really a math kid either. I enjoyed it, but I had found my passion of filmmaking also at a pretty early age, a little after the age of the kids in the film.
Yeah.
And but I've always been fascinated about these things, about
Sure.
space and how, we could land people on the moon over 50 years ago and what's going on now with where we're headed with the commercial space industry, as well as what NASA's trying to do and all the international space agencies. It's a pretty exciting time. And so to see these kids get so involved at such a young age and be so excited about that possibility. I mean, for me, it was almost maybe even more fascinating because we didn't have these types of opportunities when I was growing up, but they do now. And just, as a 10-year-old to be able to do something in space today is just unbelievable to me. It's really fascinating.
Was there any difficulties in making the movie? I always like to ask the good and the bad. So was there anything, what do you think your hardest thing was when you were putting this together?
The hardest thing for me was the edit, honestly. We shot this film in 2017, or most of it. And, coding is not an easy thing to make exciting, especially for an audience, and how to convey that through the film. There's a game that the kids are playing in the film that, if it was basketball, you would already know the rules. And so you could just go about the narrative. But in something like this, you have to explain the nature of the game, what they're trying to do, why it's important, and then try to find a way to visually illustrate that in an exciting way for the audience. That by far was the most challenging part, because the journey itself and the emotional ride that the students went on and I went on with them, that part was always there since we shot it, really. But trying to convey all those things in a way that was exciting and didn't slow down the narrative to stop to explain too much stuff was really just a challenge to do. But it obviously that had a little bit to do with also why it took so long to finish the film and make it. But it's a passion project as well. Something I've been working on in my basement for a long time. So
For sure. And a lot of passion has come about. I saw you're in a ton of festivals. Talk about that, because again, you did this thing probably during COVID. And so there were a lot of opportunities and you were just, locked in doing your editing and make it the best thing that you could do.
Yeah. It's obviously very, very rewarding to have such a positive and exciting response to the film that, when you just are trusting your gut most of the time to do this kind of stuff.
That's the creative Thomas, right? That's the creative Thomas.
That's absolutely right. You're just like, I hope it works and I hope people like it because I think it's fascinating. And so to have that kind of response and we're playing in festivals through next March already. It's just it's an amazing experience as a filmmaker to have such a positive response and have people want to see the movie. I've had a lot of educational interest in the film, which is really important to me. because the students really are the ones who carry the film. It's all seen through their eyes too. So I think it's important to kind of have such a point of view that is hopeful for the future right now in particular. And I like to think that has something to do with it. And it was also quite therapeutic for me, honestly, during the last year and a half through COVID, to kind of constantly be reminded of what these kids did and how inspiring it really was. And I really hope that gets shared as widely as possible, just for me personally and for each of the kids as well.
Thomas Verrette from ZeroGravity. And Thomas, where can people catch the film?
Well, we just played a Dancing with Film, so you missed that one. But next we're playing in the Iowa Independent Film Festival and the Bozeman Film Celebration. Both of those have virtual components as well. And following that, we'll be in the Boston Film Festival as well as Albuquerque Film and Music Experience and the New Jersey Film Festival, all in the month of September. And there's more after that. I would just ask, to people to visit our website, ZeroGravityDoc.com, and follow our socials, which are the same on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, to stay updated for all the screenings that we're going to have throughout the rest of the year.
Thomas Verrette, ZeroGravity. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.